Morning guys, Chad here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the farm. Our little January thaw is finished. Our little reprieve from the cold is done. It's minus 5 degrees Celsius this morning and it's flurries, supposed to be on and off all day, these flurries. Not quite a snow squall, but you know, blustery, windy flurries. Hi, chickens. You okay, Freddy? Yeah, I guess that means you're okay, eh? Whoa, what are you doing, Freddy? You okay, bud? I have a new trap going for the rats. I put some sunflower seeds down there and a little ramp coming up, and then I got a bunch of water, and you cover the surface of the water with sunflower seeds, and the rats are supposed to think that that's ground, not water, and then they come in looking for the seeds and they can't get out. So this is one night and 0 rats. They didn't even eat the seeds that I put there as bait, and I put some seeds here as bait, but no rats. And what I found so far in my experience in these past many months dealing with rats is that they don't feed every day, and they are very sporadic. And you could put a bait in a trap today and catch a rat, but then you won't catch a rat tomorrow because they're not feeding tomorrow, so on and so forth. It's not an exact science. Who is that? Who said hens are quiet and peaceful? Anyways, still ongoing with the rats. I haven't caught any rats in the traps for a few days at least. And I saw this online, this kind of a trap, and I'm trying that, so we'll see if it does any different. How about you, MJ? You okay, my friend? Hens? A lot of good suggestions from folks about how to deal with the rats. People sending me emails, people sending me videos in the email, and I try to watch them all. Some of them are not very useful to us because it's how to keep rats out of your house, and it's kind of a different thing. But there's some things that are not going to work, what some people are suggesting. A lot of people think that if you put concrete or cement down the hole that it'll stop them, and it will stop them in that hole. They'll just dig another hole. Also, steel wool. Rodents do not like steel wool. And if there's a hole and you put steel wool there, they won't go in that hole. That is a fact. But they'll just dig another hole. And if they can't dig, they'll chew a hole through the wood. And I don't really want them to keep chewing and chewing and chewing, so I've just decided to try to trap them first. How you doing, guys? Oh, you still got food there, eh? Where's Big Red? Red, you okay, buddy? What are you doing down there? You okay, Red? Move, hen. You okay, Red? Are you sleeping, buddy? Are you sleeping? What are you doing? You're okay though, right? I'll get you some fresh straw and everything. I think he's been staying in that spot there, which is good. Because if he stays there, he can't get pooped on, right? So all this little area right here, you can see all the poop. That's from the hens sitting on here and sitting on here, and then their butts are pooping there. But so far so good with him anyways. So there's an egg right there. Just one egg though. Hopefully later they'll lay another one. Right, ladies? You'll lay another one for me? These 2 barred rocks are the youngest hens. We just hatched them out after Freddie Mercury passed away last year. And they've been laying eggs. I think this is one of theirs. But they should be laying 2 because they're so young. So here's an example. I got this big kind of hole here. But right down here, there's a hole right there. right there, there's a hole. So when I flood that, that hole gets flooded and this whole thing gets flooded. But they've recently put a hole right there, and they've recently dug this all out. Look at all this fresh soil. So there's a hole right there, and there's a hole right there. I'm pretty sure that flooding the tunnels is preventing the rats from nesting in those tunnels. And I think some of the tunnels also cave in and get ruined. So that's what's causing them to dig new tunnels. But I'm sure they'll just nest somewhere else that I don't even know about. You know, it's not really going to prevent the rats. It's just kind of disturbing their life a little bit. We'll see how this trap works anyway. Olive, you waiting for me? Okay. Here, I got the Kong for you. Ready? Here, Red. Watch out. Watch out, buddy. I'm going to give you some straw. Here, I'll put it in your bed, okay? Here, buddy. Get that off. Hey, Hens. Here, I got some food for you. Is that good? Hopefully that's enough, eh? How about you, Freddie? Here. Oh no. You blocked your door here. Next spring, I gotta build them a proper door. Right now, I just put this bucket here to block it. Right? That way you guys don't get frostbite from the snow. That's why his comb's still looking good. Actually, all the roosters' combs are still looking good. And we're already well into January. So Big Red, Meatloaf, Michael Jackson, and Freddie Mercury Jr.'s combs are all looking good. And that's because this year, unlike previous years, I've closed up all the coop doors to stop them from going out to the run. Going out to the run, they have access to the snow. And when they put their beak down to peck the snow and the ground like chickens do, the comb touches the snow like this, right? The big comb. And then once the comb gets wet and moist and then cold, that's how it turns to frostbite. I haven't used peanut butter in the rat traps for a while, so I'm going to set them all using peanut butter since they probably are desiring the taste of it by now. So we'll see how that goes for now. I'll put this one right here, so when they come out of that hole, they can smell it. Some people say you should have very specific breeds of chickens for cold climates, but really there's only like a couple that have really tiny combs. And I find that the light Sussex, even though these are an English bird from the UK, they have very small combs as well. So, you know, go figure. I put some peanut butter right on the edge of this bucket as well, to try to entice the rats to come up and jump in here. Well, our traps did in fact catch one rat today, and I didn't even see it. It was kind of hiding behind one of these cans. So that's good, but I'm gonna reset it with some of that peanut butter. Hey, watch out, Hens. I'm gonna put some over here by your poop. Watch out, guys. I'm coming in with more straw. Watch out, Hen. Watch out, Hen. Move away. Thank you. I gotta give you more straw. Right, guys? I actually don't know how potent this peanut butter will be because I had that bottle sitting in this chicken house for the winter so far, and I just use it whenever I feel like I want to use it. So the peanut butter is kind of hard, so I don't know if it has a nice aroma, but I'm going to try it anyway. See? So I guess the winter's back with a vengeance today. We did get some snow over last night and this morning a little bit. It's kind of tailed off for now, but you can see there's kind of maybe 3 inches of snow. I don't know if I have to blow the snow today. We'll see. We're supposed to get more snow every day for the next 4 days. So I don't want to waste my diesel to just blow a couple of inches when I know tomorrow we're going to get more and I'll have to snow blow a lot anyway. Might as well just save for the one shot. Let's stop in and see the pigs. My wife's got some apples for them. We do try to give them some fruits along with their food whenever we can. My wife goes grocery shopping. Usually it's about once a week. There's an Asian grocery store called Centra in Barrie that she goes to, and she gets these cheapy packs. This is just $2. And that way the pigs can get something rather than nothing. Whew, it's warm in here. Billy, what are you doing, Mama? What are you doing? You okay? Wakey, wakey. Bobby. Hey, man. How are ya? Good boy. It's funny, in the past 2 or 3 videos or so, I've gotten 2 or 3 different comments from people asking me if the pigs have water. Which, honestly, I do think that's kind of weird, because of course the pigs have water. Of course all of our animals have water. Of course, there's no animal that could survive and live without water. Now, just because you guys don't see me filming it in the video, it doesn't mean it's not happening. There's so many different functions and duties on the farm that I handle that is not part of a video. Right? So just keep that in mind. Yes, the pigs have water. Billy has her heated water bowl over there. You can see the electrical cord that I have kind of mounted there. And she doesn't really have a problem tipping over the water. Right, Billy? You're pretty good about that, right? But this big guy, every time I give him water, he dumps it. Yeah, I know, Bobby. I know, man. Yeah, so he always dumps the water, so what I did with his water is I built a little wooden case around the water so that he can't dump it. But he's got the little electrical line coming through here, and I have it going up here and over to the plug. So yes, they have water. Don't worry, I'm taking care of them. Billy, her 2 cups of food, and then 3 apples. Right, Olive? That's for the pigs, not for you. Hey, Billy. How are ya? How are ya? You okay? Here, I got the good stuff for you today. I got the good stuff for you every day. What do you think, people? Does it look like Billy and Bobby are slimming down a little bit? For those of you who are new and don't know, we had a veterinarian visit late last year, and she basically told me that the pigs were too fat. They were very overweight. And she asked me how much I was feeding them. And I told her, I showed her the scoop, how much I was feeding them. She says, no, you're feeding them double the amount that they need. They only need, I think she said 1% of their weight. Now, in a video or 2 ago, I said 10%, which is way too high. 10% would be like 12 pounds of food for this pig. So I think it was 1%. But in any case, she said it's approximately 2 cups. For a pig her size, it's approximately 2 cups. For Bobby, he's a little bit bigger, so you give him 2 cups and a bit. But that's not including any additional food. So for example, we gave them 2 cups today and these 3 apples. But it kind of looks like maybe she's slimming down, which is, I think, good. She's not looking as pudgy around the bottom there. So she'll be able to move around a lot more. And now that I'm kind of giving them the appropriate amount of food. You can hear Bobby squawking and squawking next door because he knows Billy's got her food already and he's waiting for his food. Sometimes you got to check these apples for the little stickers. I don't necessarily want the pigs eating the little stickers. Okay, Bobby, I'm coming in. Problem is, you put all your straw right in front of the door. I can't open the door. Right? Watch it. Watch it, Bubby. Watch it, Bubby. I'm coming in. I'm coming in, buddy. Here, buddy. Here. You okay, bud? That's good now, eh? You're happy? You're so funny. You're a good boy, though, huh, Bobby? It's hard to tell if Bobby lost any weight yet. I guess he just looks normal to me because I see him every day. You guys maybe are a better judge because you only see him a couple times a week. It's always interesting for me to see the different personalities. Even pigs have different personalities. Both of these pigs are purebred Juliana pigs. And when I give, let's say, fruits and feed to Billy, she always picks the fruits first. Those are always her first bites. And then she'll eat the feed after. Bobby here, he's completely the opposite. Every time I give him that kind of food, the first thing he eats is the feed. And he eats the fruits last. Sometimes he even throws the fruits out of his bowl, just like that. Just like that, he throws the fruits out because he's like, I don't want the fruits now, I want the feed. He's so funny. I mean, it's interesting to see the two different personalities of the two pigs. I'm sitting in here with one of these heater pucks and I'm trying to cover it with some electrical tape. It's starting to look a little bit like this where the wires are exposed. And at first I thought it was the geese chewing it, but really there's very tiny little teeth marks. That's not the geese doing that. I think they make these wires using some kind of soy product, so it's tasty for the rodents. And I think the rats have been chewing it, so don't want the birds to get electrocuted or something. So I'm trying to cover it up, and we'll see if this new coating of electrical tape works. There, that's not bad now. The company who manufactures these is Farm Innovators. They sell a whole bunch of different products, but this is not intended to be used inside duck water bins. This is intended to be used in the bottom of a bucket for chickens. And I just decided to use it for something else, and it works great, but it would be nice if they had a metal coil all around the wire. That way nothing can chew the wire. This is from Frankie and Lucy's water bin. So their water bin might be frozen today because I brought these inside for the night to thaw out a little bit. Hi, Frankie. Oh yeah, your water's a bit frozen, eh? Here's some more food, okay? It's not that much ice, only a bit. Look, the rats dug another hole over here. See? They have a hole there and a hole there, but I was flooding that one, but this one's new. Okay, let's see how this is gonna work. Put that in there. And I'm gonna set this up outside here. Okay, I got it zip tied, plugged. This is the plug that's going over to the turkey house. And we'll see how long this tape lasts. Right, Olive? We'll see how long it lasts. Okay, Frankie, I'll see you later, okay? How are these geese doing for straw? Oh yeah, you guys are okay. You're okay. How come you got your Kong here? You can't play Kong with the turkeys. Okay, turkeys. What's going on in here? Is everything A-okay, guys? Everything A-okay, huh? Here, I got some food for you guys. You only got 2 more months left of winter, maybe a month and a half, okay? And then you can go outside. Or at least when the snow melts. Right? I can tell all the animals really want to go outside. I'd love to let them outside. It's just not feasible right now. We're gonna have a snow squall any minute now. Right, turkeys? Okay. Oh, the winter's back. Winter is back. Gotta get to the rabbits and then the ducks. Oh, we caught a little tiny mouse today. That's good. I noticed a couple days ago, I noticed that my big rat traps, all the bait was eaten, but it wasn't tripped, the trap, you know? So I put a smaller trap there, that one, and sure enough, there's a little mouse, not a rat. The mice are too light to trigger the trap, you know? So you gotta use mouse traps versus rat traps. Rabbit, where are ya? Wait, my wife has some carrots for them. I forgot it in the tractor. Oh, here, you can have some more. Well, I think the winter is here to stay again. We had a few days of warmer temperatures, a lot of snow melted, a lot. But now we're back to being cold again. So it's probably not going to get really warm here until March. So we got the rest of January to get through and February, and then we're going to be anticipating spring. As soon as March hits, hopefully it comes in like a lion and goes out like a lamb versus the opposite. Because everything was melting, there's like a thin layer of ice on basically everywhere. And now it snowed a few inches, right? So it left kind of a sticky coating of snow. And it's just, some parts are a little bit slick, but for the most part, it's not that bad. What a blustery day today. Really windy, gusty. You know what I mean? Like, it's that temperature's not too cold, but because of the wind chill factor, it feels like it's a lot colder than it is. All you folks in the southern United States, other parts of the world where you don't really have a winter the same as us, do you guys have a wind chill factor? You know, do they give you the weather report gives you the temperature, but then they tell you the actual temperature, and then they tell you what it actually feels like with the wind. That's what happens up here. We have the temperature and we have the wind chill factor. But I'm curious, you know, like Australia's like summer hot right now. Southern United States, I guess, is not really summer, but you guys don't have winter the same as us. Interesting to know how that's reported around the world. Okay, Dee? I'm almost at a feed there. Maybe another week and I'll have to hit the feed store again and stock up. I like going to the feed store only once in a while, and the feed store people, they laugh at me because I'll buy like 20 bags of feed, but I really don't want to waste my time going to the feed store all the time, you know? Cats, anybody home? Okay, guys, you don't want to come out today. It's way too blustery out there, right? Hey, cats. Hey, Fuzzy. Tango. Chunk. Dexter. Hey, Fuzzy. Hey, Tango. Dexter, I see you, buddy. There's Sushi. Hi, Sushi. How are ya? There's Chunk bumping my arm. Tango. Dexter, I see you, buddy. Chunk, don't bite me. I saw you, Chunk. I'm getting attacked by my 3 boys here. You guys are so fun. Take it easy, boys. Okay, let's go and get some snacks. I got some fresh food for yous. Oh, we need to fill up your water too. Hey, Tango. Here, Sushi. You just want the pets, huh, buddy? There's Maggie inside the heated bed there. And I'm assuming that's Mango in there and Bubbles in there. That's kind of their favorite huts. You okay? Huh? You okay, Sushi? You see how Sushi is doing pretty good now, eh? When I come in, she comes out to greet me, along with all the other cats. And she tolerates the cats. She doesn't necessarily love the cats, but she tolerates them. She's somewhat mingled into the claw crew already. Mango, you're not coming out, bud? Mango? What, Sushi? Where's Bubbles? Why are you not coming out either, Bubbles? No? Where's your Kong? Bring it here. Good girl. Good girl. Olive, you're so smart. I just had to go get a little extension cord. I'm gonna try to give Big Red a heater because he seems to be kind of hovering down in that spot there. So I'm gonna try to plug this heater in, but I can only get the cord this far. Okay, Red, let me try to turn this on for you, bud. Is that okay now? Hey? Yeah, that'll get warm for him. You're okay, right, buddy? Oh man, you pooped right there. Supposed to get a little bit colder tonight, like minus 14 Celsius, so I don't really want him struggling. Try to make him as comfortable as possible. It really hasn't been that bad of a winter, so I hadn't really needed it, or at least I didn't think that he needed it, but we're coming into some cold weather now. I'm just trying to help him out the best I can, keep him comfortable in his retirement years. Hopefully he's smart enough to sleep underneath the heater though, right? Because he could sleep anywhere he wants, really. We'll see. I'll check on him again in the morning. Well, hopefully you're satisfied with the video. Working through the winter here ain't easy. Just trying to keep the animals going. Obviously not much going on here on the farm. Olive's having a blast though. I like always filming her. She's crazy. She loves the snow. I mean, she has no problem in the snow. I, on the other hand, have a little bit of a problem because it sure is getting cold now. I got to get in there and warm up. So thanks for watching. You guys take care, and we will see you on the next episode, okay?